There, I think I hit the go live button now. So now it should work. Let's see if I can get it to work. Okay, hopefully this works. Nope, now you're not there. Dang it, every time. I think I'm ready to go. It just doesn't work. What happened to you? Nope, you're there now. Oh, now you're there. Okay, now you're victorious. I think there's victory here. Let me see if there is. Yes, greetings. Welcome to Meet Me at the Table. I'm Baron, and that's William, my friend from Hungry Gamer.
I totally wasn't eating the brush.
Don't worry. I lick my brush all the time. I don't actually lick my brush. I don't do that. Oh, do I dare hit this button?
Hit what button?
I think.
Oh, all right.
I think I hit the, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh wait.
I'm watching ads on the side.
Oh yeah, no, we're good. Oh no, I failed. Okay. Yes. We are here. We're going to paint some miniatures together. William, it's been a long time. We have some friends already in the chat. Thank you so much for joining. We have Liquefied Pork with us. Hi, fellows. Nice to see you, Liquefied Pork.
Now, hold on. I'm going to have to stop I'm going to have to stop us right now.
Of course you are.
Liquefied pork.
Yeah.
Like, is that like a...
It's bacon grease.
A pork milkshake? Oh, bacon grease. Okay, I can get behind that.
See?
I can go behind it.
I love it.
All right, Liquefied pork, you can stay. I approve of what you're doing with your life.
That's right. See? Bierman, good to see you. Thank you for joining. You're also here for some painting action. Bierman, always a pleasure to have you.
Man. Oh, you know what? My buddy is gonna come on, but I bet he's not a subscriber.
He's gonna wait 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it wasn't for all those people that just want to hijack your stream and just want to like put their own ads in it, and I wouldn't even do that.
Yeah. Speaking of, check out Hungry Gamer.
Oh, good to see you, Michael. Thank you for joining. Liquefied Pork. It's Spam Shake. There you liquefied.
No, Liquefied Pork. You're out. You win. No, you're out.
You know, interestingly, Spam is from Minnesota. Huh?
You know, like a Loco Moco or something, or a Spam Masubi. I can get behind that.
I see. I've got Liquefied Pork. Well, Spam is from Minnesota, you know.
Is it really? It's not the Hawaii.
No, I think it's from Minnesota. There's a big Spam factory in Minnesota.
And that's how we got Barrett.
That's right. That's right. That's how you got me. KDM is a game. Who's this? This is Negujin. KDM is a game which is difficult to get people around to play, especially when you grow up with other responsibilities. This is very, very true. Very true. Just thought you should know. Very good job on your playthroughs. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Actually, it's that's how I met you.
I think so. I think so. I was watching us. I was KDM curious, and I was like, I don't want this game in my life, but I'd like to watch it. Yep.
Then you watched. I remember because you'd messaged me one time and said like, "Hey, when's the next Human Death video coming out or something?" I told you when it was coming out. And then you're like, "I watch those while I work out," and I'm like, "Oh, really?"
You were like, "You work out?" So I'm hoping, and we'll see if he actually is able to do it. But I'm hoping my buddy Armando joined the stream. He would be the new subscriber, so we got to wait 5 minutes.
That's right.
Because he has rapidly become a painting fiend.
Oh, those are good.
So he got his first Kickstarter ever, which was Dark Tower.
Oh,
he
yeah.
got all of it. He played it with a friend, and he totally loved it. And so he got the Dark Tower, and he got it with all the minis. And him and his wife came down. We were playing some game, and I had mentioned that I painted, and so I showed him a couple. Like, oh, those look really good. And spoiler, they don't look really good, but they look better than gray plastic, as you and I know.
Very true.
And for Christmas, his wife got him some paint stuff, and she'd asked me, well, what should I start with? So I found like a very basic set. I was like, start here.
Good set.
Just in case, like no speed paints or anything, because like those are expensive if you don't like it. Dude has painted like 3/4 of the Dark Tower minis already.
That's pretty impressive.
He is a monster, and they look really good. And so I'm hoping he shows up. I told him, I was like, paint while you watch me talk trash about you.
There you go. You talk trash about me too, so that's the best part. And I still keep bringing you on.
Well, no, because your stuff's so good. It makes me so angry.
Well, on that note, what are you painting tonight?
So I am painting the Reckoners.
Oh,
The last two minis that I haven't painted.
okay.
And making noise as I drop stuff. And as I told you before we started, back here, I got my 5x5. Oh, he heard it. He heard me, so he's not commenting yet, but he just texted me. He heard it.
I see.
So, Armando, you got to subscribe to the channel, and in 5 minutes you can comment.
That's
but
right.
Back here is my 5x5. So I'm going to play those 5 games 5 times this year. And the Reckoners is on the list.
Okay.
And so I got my last 2 dudes right here that I got to paint.
Well, those were nice.
And yeah, they're pretty good quality minis.
Yeah.
But I will say, my gears have ground, and I got a bone to pick with Nauvoo Games because this dude right here, his arms and his little like disky things here were the arms and the disky things were actually a plastic, like the kind of clearish plastic. But I had to paint them because the character's name is Limelight, because literally the light that comes out of his hands and crap is lime colored.
Oh, so they didn't do it,
was
like try and dress in green?
No, it was orange.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, so I just today I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna paint over it and
just
make it green.
How close?
So anyhow, I'm excited and depressed at the same time that I had to do that.
That's pretty good. I am going to work on miniatures from my D&D campaign. This is the miniature of one of my guys, one of my friends' guys. This is him. Now, if anybody's wondering where I got this,
he's got your physique.
Yes, he does. He's been working out. He's probably watching all his Kingdom Death miniatures while he's working out. Those are actually from the Fantasy Series miniature set from was it Blacklist Games?
It delivered? I thought they didn't deliver.
I got a set, and it was my Kickstarter copy. I don't know, and then I got it. I know they had an absolute ungodly amount of issues with shipping and things like that. Now, of course, there is that other one, Untold Fable. No, it's not Untold Fables. They've got another one coming out too.
Oh, there's this Fantasy Series set 2. There's a whole second set of them.
Yeah, I back that too. We'll see how that goes. Now, my friend did tell me that his character does have blonde hair. So we're going to paint him with blonde hair. That's the plan. And we're using, which one is it? Is it the right one here? What am I using? I'm using Yandin yellow for his hair.
Oh, I don't know that one. The yellow I like for hair is Nasdrag yellow.
Nasdrag. I think I got that too.
Yeah, I think that's a really good.
Let's use that one.
I mean, it's like blonde though. Like
that's
it's
perfect.
Blonde.
He likes blonde. He wants his character to be blonde. He's also like a cynical. Oh my gosh! I almost threw the paint in my lap. That would have been amazing. That'd have been super good. So yeah.
Yeah. So it's a fun. So this dude here, he's completely dressed in black.
Okay. So, that shouldn't be too tough.
Right.
In theory.
I'll find a way to screw it up. So in theory, I should be able to get through the whole thing. Yes. One of my sillier purchases, the contrast black. It's just black.
It's just black. Yeah, they have 2 different colors of it now, which is really interesting to me. They have 2 different blacks, I've noticed. Let's see if I can get this. There you go.
Is the second one good?
I don't know. I don't have it. I just have the one they originally made.
Of the Black Templar?
Yeah, that's the one I have.
Which is a black. Don't get me wrong. It's a lovely black.
I love it.
I mean, like, but like it's not doing that contrast magic like your Nasdrag yellow is going to do.
This is true. So yeah, this guy's like some warrior dude. So he wanted to make he's got a guy with a sword and shield. He's got the whole.
Well, he better switch that to a flail because now his mini's incorrect.
Oh no, he actually wields a flail.
Oh, good.
And he comes in all arrogant and everything. He like walks in and just like carries his flail in with 2 hands, and then he just kind of walks over and just drops the ball end out and just starts swinging it slowly, and then more and more, and then pow. That's his whole stick.
So are you running the game, or you're just?
Yes, I'm in charge. I'm the DM.
You're in charge. So I'm curious. So I I don't know, last year, those little round base things.
Yes.
Yeah, have you found that you've used them?
Yes, they actually work pretty well. The only problem we have with is sometimes we'll put them on a guy and forget what that color is. Why do we put it on that guy? And I know it came with those like piece of paper, these like dry erase boards that you're supposed to use to figure out what it was, but I keep forgetting to bring those up.
Oh, I see. You can't be bothered to use the whole thing.
No, just have it. Just have it. That's the deal.
Yeah. So now, as we're doing this, my buddy Armando is going to paint like 12 minis, and the time is going to take us to do one.
Yeah, that's called awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not that.
Like I'm scared for him to like learn like fancy techniques. Speaking of, I was given an airbrush for Christmas.
Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah, I haven't busted it out yet. I mean, clearly the first thing I'm going to be doing is priming from now on with that.
Yes, that's all I use it for.
Yeah. What?
Yep.
Where do you get your primer that goes in the airbrush?
That's a great question. All of my miniatures are primed with this right here. It's called that one. It's a surface primer, as you can see. The color is Ghost Gray, if I remember right, if I scratch this off enough.
So what's the brand again? Surface?
Surface Primer. It's Vallejo Surface Primer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you love that, huh? Liquefied pork. Nice clear label. Yep, perfect. Good, huh? Maybe it says it on the back. Nope, why would it do that? That'd be too good. I guess they expect me to keep the paint thing clean.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably not supposed to prime that.
Oh my gosh, see if I can get this scraped off of here. Maybe scrape it off.
But the Vallejo ones you find.
Here, let's see what happens when I use a razor blade on this thing. I bet that'll be really good.
It's a good thing you're a nurse. You can bandage yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, surface primer. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably get some of those. I mean, I
really just failed myself, but that's okay. Yeah, surface primer. It's Ghost Gray, I think is what it is. Now, I do have another one. This one. This is surface primer Blanco or Bianco. It's from Vallejo. This is the white one. This one sucks so bad.
Oh, okay.
Every time I try to use it, it gums up my entire airbrush to death.
Okay, so I won't even bother with that.
No,
I rarely use the whites.
It's so weird
anymore.
Because maybe I just I've used this is my second bottle of this, and every time I get it, I can shoot it through my airbrush without doing a darn thing to it. Which is some of the stuff that Vallejo prides themselves on, because they have like the airbrush paints and things like that. And I know this doesn't say like you can do that, but I was able to shoot the gray one through without any problem. But the white one, no, that gummed up my. I had to buy a new airbrush. Oh, they're not. Okay. So when it comes to buying airbrushes, I buy the cheapest thing I can find. Usually it's about $24 on Amazon. That's it. I don't ever buy those like $150 airbrushes. No.
So Lance Goodthrust. That is both a hero and a porn name, if I've ever heard.
I'm pretty sure Vallejo Surface Primer is just gray.
But they also have black and gray.
Black and white.
Yeah, so my buddy got me what seems like a pretty nice airbrush. Like it charges by USB.
Oh wow.
Like yeah, so but I haven't, because I just bought some other primer.
Yeah.
Like literally like 4 days before. So I haven't gone into it yet, but this one of my missions this my next break, or at least
here's a couple other of my things I tried too. These also would be considered suck. These also gum my airbrush up beyond belief. So nope. Even though it says air primer down there, that is fake news. That is fake news. It gummed up my airbrush to all belief. It's unbelievable.
Something fierce, huh?
Liquefied Pork says I need to make sure I put the paint on the on the miniature, not on the paint bottles. Very true. Very true.
We call that topical humor in the business.
Yes.
Also, we call that a callback.
Well, okay. Yes. Now, I need to paint his skin, which isn't going to be too tough. He just got a little bit here. He's on his face. That's what I got. See if I can zoom in a little more. There you go. Perfect. Why is it so dark?
It seems a little that blonde seems darker than it usually is.
Let me see if I can-
Is your nag yellow going
Well,
bad?
I don't know. Now I did something. I don't know what I did. What am I doing here?
No one knows.
There we go. That help a little bit? Maybe a little bit. Not too much, but that's okay. All right. I was trying to focus on my fingers, which isn't good. There, I'll pull it back. There, perfect. All right. Paint his head up a little bit here. Oh, my friend's gonna be super disappointed in him, but that's okay.
Well, he can paint one himself.
True. Now, the interesting thing is he's playing what's called an Echo Knight. It's a character that can, like, put shadows of himself out on the board. So, funny enough, I've got two sets of this. Why is that so dark?
Well, then clearly, look. The others, you clearly are just going to prime black and do like a gray dry brush over it, and they're the shadows.
That's my plan. It'll be perfect.
And if he wants better, he'll have to do it himself.
That's right.
Yeah, so for this 5x5 I'm doing, I pick games that have lots of modules.
Okay.
So, so like I feel like I can really get a new experience at every game. I was tempted to put some dungeon crawls on there. Like I could put Campfire Chronicles, or I could put Tales from Red Dragon in, which I know I'm going to play at least 5 times. But it's like cheating.
That is kind of cheating.
Yeah, I really want to get through. I'm definitely going to finish Campfire Chronicles this year.
Okay.
I'm hoping to maybe over the summer finish Madara Act 1.
That is something I would love to do. I was hoping to get the update pack, but I think I screwed that all up and I'm not getting one.
I'm sure they'll send you one.
I hope so.
If you got to pay for it, I'm sure they'll send.
Yeah.
Look, you're such a big deal. I'm like, he doesn't pay for anything.
That's fake news there. That's just. I didn't realize. I think you were supposed to pay for shipping for it, and I didn't to get it early, and I didn't. I didn't know I had to. I thought, because it's like, oh, those that have already backed, that are all in or everything, will get the update pack for free. I'm like, oh, okay, sweetness. I didn't realize if you wanted early, you had to pay shipping on it. That was where I screwed up.
I haven't opened it yet. I'm all kinds of intimidated by how much stuff's going to be.
It's everything. It's everything.
Is it really every card?
Every card is in there. So you basically just throw out all the other old stuff and then you replace with the new stuff.
Oh, shoot me in the face with the bazooka, Baron.
No, it'll be just fine. It's funny because last time they did that was the 1.1 update, and I actually did a video that had everything from it. I did a video showing all the differences between the 1.0 cards and the 1.1 cards, which was really good because it kind of gave me some ideas of what to do for my characters when I started going with it. Oh, what's this? Beerman says Tales from the Red Dragon Inn is the best.
Yes, who is that? Who is saying Beerman? You are.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean that was my game of the year.
That's right. It was, wasn't it?
So good. My wife was like, I haven't gone past chapter 1 because I played it all the way through to the end. When they sent me an advance copy, because I was like, please, and then I had to. But my buddy Canadian Kev, he was out, and my wife, we played through almost all of chapter 1. My wife didn't play the last one; she was busy.
Okay.
Then it came back out, and I played through chapter 1 again to remind myself. But now my dungeon crawl group likes it, and that was the one that we picked because we finished Barnacle Bay. So now we started again. So we're like 2 games away from finishing chapter 1 again. Then I finally get to move on to the new stuff. But, oh, it's so good.
That's pretty awesome. I don't know why my camera is so dark today. No idea.
Are your lights different? Do you have your lights different?
No, because I mean, you can see me. I'm bright as day here. And it's the same stuff.
That's just your natural complexion.
Liquefied Pork says I have an extra update pack. I actually bought 2. Oh, email me. I would love to get our hands on one of those. That'd be great. What's this? Catching 2 lives in one day? That's true. This is my second live stream today, isn't it, Fire Drake? That's true. Thank you for joining for the second one. Earlier this morning, Colin took Monday off, so we got together and did Mythwind for about 3 hours this morning.
So what do you think? Do you like it?
It's very cool. It's actually set up now on the dining room table upstairs because my wife wants to try it out. So we're going to play it.
It's very chill, huh?
Super chill. It's actually going to be fantastic on a long day working. You can just kind of come home and play a few rounds of it and then call it a day and not feel like, oh, I got to get this far, or I've got to really really concentrate on what kind of cards I want to play or things like this. No, you just kind of do stuff. And if something isn't optimal, big deal.
You don't have to do a whole season because it packs away so easy.
Right. You can just stop it at any moment and go poop, done, poop, in Vox. Super easy.
Yeah. So far, I've played through an entire year of the Farmer and an entire year of the Crafter.
Oh, which one do you like?
And then I'll do an entire year of the other two just to, and then I'll do my review because they were kind enough to send me a review copy of it.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
I like it. It's interesting. I want to get through the whole, story such as it is. And the question will be, when I finish, which I imagine after 4 years, will I want to go back and start again?
Right.
Because it's not really about the story.
No.
Like, at all.
There's some there, but it's more about just kind of enjoying what you're doing and kind of doing the little mini game that goes along with your character and like kind of living through the world of Mythwind.
Right. Which character did you play?
The Ranger.
Oh, that's the next one I'm going to play. Did you like it?
Yes, I enjoyed the Ranger. It was super cool.
Now, are you going to play a different one next time?
I'm pretty sure I will. I'm actually going to try the Crafter, the Merchant when I play with my wife upstairs.
Gotcha. So I had a harder time with the Crafter.
Okay.
Only because I played a rule wrong. Oh, and I'm going to tell you this. You're going to forget, but I'm going to tell you this. It talks about in the rule book is a little ambiguous, and this is going to mean nothing to you right now. But when you are doing the step where you are advancing your materials and making them better, you are allowed to use up every single material in your inventory. Not that's already out at a level of gear or a level of ingredient.
Okay.
But just like first level, you can use all of them, which will make sense when you read the rules. But I checked with the designer.
Okay.
And he told me that because I was like, this feels really slow and boring.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Brendan's. I'm guessing you talked to Brendan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pretty awesome guy. I met him at Gen Con. We played Nemesis together.
Oh,
it was super cool. We had so much fun. He actually sat next to me and I was like kind of explaining the game to him. Bierman, what does it say here? Just finished it last week. Easily my happiest surprise of any Kickstarter. He's still talking about the Red Dragon Inn.
Well, he's right. It's amazing.
Fire Drake says that Mon should show up after about 30 hours of work in Mythwind and go to town and take out your town. That would definitely definitely be fun. You flip over an event card and says you threw your guy on the ground. You eventually.
I did. Oh, good. I'm glad everyone got to see me.
You're not the first time. I usually drop about 1 mini and 2 paintbrushes a session. So still from doing better.
Buddy, Armando, he actually has one of those little things that like you stick the thing on.
Yeah.
And you can hold it easily. And why I don't get one? I don't know.
I don't use one. I think I have a couple over here, but I don't use them. Yeah, here's one. I got one that's Citadel paint like straight up. You just put your dude on it.
And like it locks on?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And it stays there. I don't know. I don't normally use it.
I'm jealous.
We'll try it this time. See what happens here. If I fail miserably and paint something I'm not supposed to. See, that's the thing is I just don't feel I'm as personal. I don't feel I'm up close and personal with my miniature then.
You're going to use it and suddenly you're going to find yourself painting your wall or something.
That's right. That's right. How many hours did it take you to get through? What do you call it? Red Dragon Inn.
Oh, was that Beer Man? Oh no, I lost my messages here.
Beerman finished it, yes.
Yeah. It takes us about 2 hours per game, but that's because we are playing max player count.
Okay.
So
what's max player count? Is it 4 or 5?
4.
Four.
Where are my comments? There we go. Comments. Live chat. There we go. I'm back.
Nice.
It's a Gatorade bottle of Mountain Putty. Well, thank you, Danger Mouse. I guess I need a Gatorade bottle and some
Mountain Putty. Oh my gosh. Danger Mouse, thank you so much for joining. Awesome to have you here. Because Colin has it and he wants to play it, and I thought, oh, maybe we can do like I just didn't know how long it would take to get through the game.
Oh, it's a shorter one.
Okay.
As far as the ball goes, it's not huge, and I imagine you and he will start cooking.
Sure.
It's so good. It is so good. But paint those minis.
Right. Last mission took 6 hours, Spearman says.
6 hours. To quote the Kevin Hart,
is there no reason to fear? Yes.
6 hours. Goodness gracious. All right, well, good news. I have finished color number 1.
Nice.
Most of his body, all black. I can do that.
I'm proud of you. I have finished 2 colors. His head and hair and his skin. That's the deal here. Now, there's a lot of metal on this miniature. Ooh, wait, is that some? Nope, that's more metal. Okay. All the rest of this is metal, and that's it. What about... But that was a double mission. Oh, double mission at the end.
Oh, okay. So that's about 3 hours. Okay, yeah. I can see that. If you're playing with 4 and really, enjoying it, it'll get harder. Now, I'm looking at that shield. That's a pretty cool shield.
Oh, I know, isn't it? That's pretty sweetness. I'm planning to paint it all silver, and then I'm going to highlight a lot of this with different colors. Like, when in doubt, the rule of painting, remember, when in doubt, gold. I'm going to hit these with all gold right here. This is going to go gold through here. And then I might do like a bronze from the back side here. Maybe, we'll see. Or else I just might put some red, or no, I might just wash it with black and it'll be cool because it'll sink in there. That'll be the way to go. That'll be the way to go.
Then you're going to get like axe strikes in there, right?
No. I'm not good at that stuff.
Oh, man.
We're not doing axe strikes. Now I got to figure out what color I'm going to paint his like his little happiness here. The little capey thing he's got.
Whoa.
I'm thinking of purple.
That there are children who could be watching this.
That's right. Sorry. You love it. I think it's going to be purple. I think we're going purple. But first, you're going to paint all the metal. What is that? That's him?
Yeah, so I guess his little tank top, other side, his tank top is also black. So this just got even easier.
Keep it family friendly. Oh, don't worry, Lance. We're family friendly all the time here. No.
Thank you. Well, you were talking about his happiness.
Well, he's got these like thing here. Okay, so I got to get some paint here. This is my silver. It has seen better days. That's the deal. You've got to liven that shield up with some maroon on the shield. Maybe I could do some maroon on that.
Oh, wait, show us the shield again.
How about I do the like this cross thing in maroon, and then that.
Or gold. I mean, you could. I'm pointing like that helps. You could also do the background in maroon and put a dark wash over it to get into the cracks there. Okay. And I bet that gold would really pop off of a dark maroon.
You're saying the middle of the shield should be all maroon and then put the gold on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then, make the trim of the shield like
Lance says the same thing. The background in red, then gold on top.
I love this. I love this challenge for Baron. Meanwhile, I'm going to paint more black.
You're just going to paint black. All right, now I got to find a red. The only red I got, if I even have some left, is Blood Angel red. Or else I could do. I could also
bright red.
Yeah, well, I also got Griffin Hound orange. That's not going to work.
That's a bright orange.
Let's see what else I got.
Did you have? Oh, what's it called?
I got nothing.
Flesh Terror. Flesh Terror red.
Flesh Terror red. Nope, but it sounds like an awesome color.
It's a close to a maroon.
Well, I don't have that.
It doesn't help you in the moment. You just want to come pick it up.
I could just make maroon. All I need is 5, right? To get maroon. Get it? Maroon 5. 5. to get maroon.
I got it. I got it. I'll be laughing. Simmer down, Levine.
That's right. How do you make maroon? Red and purple?
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah, red and purple.
We'll take a little Blood Angel red here, and I'll put a little purple in it.
That I've had for years and I've never used. I have a wet palette. I've never used it. I feel like
I used to use one of those back when I used to play Warhammer miniatures, and I stopped.
So the new Warhammer Fantasy is out, and let me tell you, if that's funny, Bill Holmes.
Bill, thank you for joining. He's a master painter. He actually is he's a commission painter.
Oh,
Bill is. He does fantastic. He painted all the Oathsworn enemies that we fought.
Oh gosh, those are great.
Yeah, those are fantastic.
Yeah,
we're gonna try this. I'll put some of this purple in here. See what happens here. It's gonna be Bad News City here.
But yeah, so I've had it for years. I just haven't used it. Oh, so my buddy Armando, who hasn't made a comment, I'm crushed. I don't know. He's probably tuned out. Like, these guys are boring, but he uses to mix his paints. Like your little thing you have, you know those little like popper things, the little rubber thing.
Yes, I want to get one of those. Bill was just telling me about that. And you just go, and then you're all done. Just go, boop, and all the dried paint just shoots out of it.
Yep.
So I was just thinking about that. I don't have one of those yet. Dan jumps in and goes, "Did I come in during a Maroon 5 reference?" You did, Dan. Congratulations for joining. That's great. That's great. So your friend says he has made a comment. He's Danger Mouse.
You're a Danger Mouse, Armando. That's not his. He has a different name in all the video games that we play.
Oh.
But yeah, Baron, you should almost have him on instead of me.
Oh yeah.
He's a machine. He's getting so good. Armando, what are you painting right now? Because I know you're painting. Well, we're painting. He's probably finished 12 things already.
Ha ha ha. Well, I'm trying to get this maroon on my shield here.
Oh yeah, how did your maroon turn out?
Yeah, it's okay. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll work. The trick is, though, I got to spin this guy so that I can get it right in the crevices here of this.
Baron, how far away are you from Toronto?
Toronto, a long ways.
Okay. Canada's a huge-ass place. It makes no sense.
Yes.
So, side note, speaking of Canada, I was there at a Shakespeare conference years ago at Stratford, which is kind of lower middle-ish Canada.
Sure.
For all you Canadians, I feel like I nailed that description.
You just totally disrespected them all. You're amazing.
They're being very polite about their rage. But and I don't know, there was feet of snow on the ground. And I was talking to a guy who worked at the festival in the bar one night. And I was like, "Where are you from?" And he's like, "I'm 12 hours north of here." And it's like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Like, how could anybody live there?
Magic.
All right. So I'm diving into this
one, man. Yes, Bill says those popper things will change your life.
Yeah, as soon as I see one, I'm grabbing it. Because I'm very excited about it. But okay, so you're talking about Oathsworn. So like that's the next one, the next dungeon crawl boss battler that's getting to my table.
It should.
Because oh gosh, I think I stopped on 7, maybe.
Now, see, did you have an issue with the amount of having to play all the characters? But you play Madara.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is I decided recently that when a character dies, I'm just gonna go hardcore mode and they're out.
Yeah. We kind of
because I do want to experience them all. I do want to experience them. So that's what I started doing. Yeah, I have a harder time in Madara deciding who to use, but I did just get my new metal dice for Oathsworn and my little party tracker. Yeah, the only thing that I don't love about Oathsworn is like the moving through the forest.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. And I think it's just because I suck at it.
That
All
could
right,
be.
so I'm trying this for my green for Limelight's thing. I'm going to try this malignant green, and then I think I'm going to try to hit it with wait, turn it so you can see it. There we go. I'm going to try to hit it with a dry brush of like a limier green and see if that's going to work.
That'll be good stuff. Lots of comments here. No way, I'm still a baby there when it comes to painting. Bane of Omen's Titan and Ice Herald from Return to Dark Tower. That is what he's painting right now.
Man, I'm telling you, we got to get him on next time I come on. We're gonna have him on because he's a machine. He's a machine. He is the king of slop and drop, but his slop and drop is
so
like
good.
Not like my slop and drop. It's like literally.
Lance says 12 hours by dog sled. That's how far away when you're talking about moving around in Canada. It's by dog sled. Or by snowmobile. Or by snowmobile.
Yeah, or snowshoe, right?
Right.
Or ski. I was going to try to get you to come to Breakout Con is what I was going to try to get you to do.
Oh.
Which is in Toronto. I'm going.
Breakout Con. No, that's too far away.
Oh, come on. But you're going to come to Gen Con this year, right?
Yes, that's the only con I'm going to.
Yep, I'm going again this year. So
nice. We'll have to hang out. Be good stuff.
Yeah, we'll have to have our death match.
That's right. Bill's going to send me one of those popper things. It'll be awesome. Dan says, Barrett, you would be proud. I am 70% through Deep Rock Galactic and painting the 2 Prometheus right now. We'll share pics when I'm done. Please do. Please send me. And if people like to, they can always send me pictures of what they're painting. I like to see what they're doing. It's pretty awesome because it gives me a lot of incentive to keep painting when I see other people's awesome work when they're painting.
We used to send each other pictures of what we're painting a lot. We've fallen off on that. I feel like I've been painting less because of that. But I mean, I got Armando, who's always sends me stuff. He makes me not want to paint. Like, I can't do that.
Oh yes. Yeah, I see some of the people, like Dan is a fantastic painter as well. And there's so many there are actually a lot of really good painters on this that come on the streams here and hang out.
And me.
And then there's you. And you. So I've decided to take that maroon and go for it. So that's also what I'm painting his whole part down there as well.
Oh, his quote, happiness?
Happiness part, yep. Do you 3D print? I just started myself. I don't 3D print. I should.
Who's that?
Fire Drake.
Fire Drake. So a buddy of mine, he does the most amazing 3D printing you've ever seen. And he has 8 3D printers and he has a shed. And he has promised me. No. Let me rewind. He has informed me that he wants another printer. So he's giving me a printer so he has space for it.
There you go.
This summer when I go to RageCon. So I'm gonna have one, and I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with it other than print board game organizers.
That's where it starts, man. It's a good plan. I am making a paint again. I am making my paint up here.
Oh,
you got purple and red here. We're gonna try to do this again. We'll see how close I get. Hopefully I didn't get. Now the thing is, whenever you're mixing and making paints, the one thing you should probably do is get a pretty good idea of what versus what you're putting in. Don't just kind of have how many 2 to 1 or 3 to 1, that kind of whole little deal. So that you have a pretty good idea, because I had to mix more of it now. And I don't really know if I made the same.
Because we were babbling.
I don't know how good I am at that, but whatever.
So Dan, I'm jealous because I did a preview of Deep Rock Galactic and they told me they were going to send me one. So I didn't back it.
Oh.
They didn't. So I don't have it.
That's why I don't do that. That's why I just back what I want.
Yeah.
I don't ever usually get review copies. Because that way I don't feel obligated to have to play the game if I'm not a fan of it.
Oh, yeah.
Makes things easier. There you go. I have a resin printer. Now I want to get one, get a FDM to print dungeon blocks to create different dungeons. Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be a fantastic way to use that printer. I'd be all for that.
So I'm kind of sad I don't have Deep Rock Galactic.
You should be. It's a fun game.
It was fun, but also, do I have space for it? No.
It's a lot.
I don't.
You get the standee version.
Oh gosh, I love standee versions. Like the Tanaris Adventures has a standee version now. I'm sad I don't have it because it actually is hero minis, bad guy standees.
Oh,
which is my dream.
Yeah, it's kind of the way to go. Matthew, thanks for joining. Matthew Rose is here. It's good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Says Barrett and William, hello everyone. I just came into the stream and you both looked like you were painting your nails. Nope, not yet. Haven't hit them yet. Thank goodness. Thank you. Looking down and painting. We're both like this.
Yeah, doing our best to get the triple chin going.
Yep. Not too tough. Getting old.
So, before I forget, I've been in touch with the Dungeon Alliance designer, Andrew Parks. Yeah. He's just, the development of the game he's working on is just slower.
Yeah.
But he is 100% on board to send us each the new 4 characters.
Okay.
To do another campaign, because that's one of my favorite things I've done. I love doing that.
That was really fun. And it kept going because my favorite is how into it you were, and you're like, so this happened to me with Colin too. I'd be like, okay, so I got my video done. I'm kind of okay. Who are the 4 characters you got? These. So what are the cards? Okay, these are what I got. Okay, well that's great. And before I had it edited and almost up, William messaged me and goes like, totally done with my playthrough. It was fantastic. Here's what I got. I'm like, I haven't even cut mine up yet.
Yep. Gosh, it's such a fun game.
This is true.
It's an odd game because it's so heavy and it's so slow.
Yes.
It is the slowest dungeon crawler that I like.
Because it gives you a lot of chance. You have to think. A lot of thinking involved with it.
Yep. My wife likes it too. Well, actually, we haven't played in a while, but we were actually started the dungeon pack. I think 3.
Okay.
Or whatever. But so anyhow, but the point is, it's coming. It's still gonna happen, and I'm very excited for it.
That'll be awesome.
But this time I'm making you do.
I do the boss fight. Yeah, you did the boss fight last time.
Yeah. Last time you did 1 and 3. I did 2 and 4. This time we'll do the opposite. Because the boss fight's stressful.
I bet. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. Hey, Armando, send me a picture of what you're painting right now. I'm going to hold it up. I bet he's not going to do it. He's one of those super talented people that's like, oh, no good.
I'm no good either. I just slapped it on and put it on the table.
Nah.
This could be a lot of metal painted on this guy.
Boy, that is my just a bunch of silver and some Nuln oil, and then
and then you're done.
Dry brush it back with some silver.
No, didn't dry brush it back.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. You get the little pop on the edges. Do it this time.
Okay, I'll do it this time.
Yeah, and if you have a slightly lighter silver, that's even better.
I do. William says do it, I'll do it. I'll even add some white to it.
Dan, the real painter's like, no, stop it. Don't listen to him.
No, I would make, non-metallic metals. Do you remember that phenomenon?
What is that?
Okay, so...
I remember you had basically contrast paint metallics for a little bit.
Oh, I've never seen those. Are those any good?
Oh, I thought you had those.
No.
You had some special metals you were using once.
No. I have my Turbo Dork paints.
Oh, maybe that's it.
These yeah. They're like silvery. They're like make the colors like shiny, and they actually change in different colors. Dork paints? That's right, Lance. You haven't seen my Super Dork paints? Oh, Super Dork magic. I got Super Dork magic. I got Super Dork all over the place. Oh, look at these guys. If you want to see these things in action, go check out my Stars Vicarios playthroughs. This is all painted with Turbo Dork paints. Turbo Dork. So the deal with Turbo Dorks, which are really cool, is that depending on which way they're showing in the light, they'll actually have a different color based on that. So I got laser face.
My brother painted something he has for Familiar Tales with that, and he said it's a little bit complicated to really get it to work. Is that accurate?
Actually, yeah. You have to, like, for example, this one says, um, flip it over. Here we go. It says shake well before use. That's an understatement. Shake it until your arm hurts. Then make sure the tip is clear. Must be applied over black undercoat and paint 3 to 5 thin layers with airbrush or hand brush. So it's like, and that's no joke. If you wanted to do that, it's no joke. That's what you have to do. It basically almost is like painting a glue.
I got you.
What it is.
And before you go any further, before you post it, Matthew, you're gross.
Null and oil. What's that say? Null and oil is so popular that I would recommend it to my meatloaf recipe. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Turbo Dork, my bad. Yes, it's a cool. They're a set of paints. I got that's actually a company that I reached out to get those because they look super cool. And I was looking for something to be able to paint up those spaceships that look super cool. Null and oil. I put that crap on everything. That's very true. It's probably one of the most common used paints.
Yeah. Does anybody know?
Just buy a mixer.
Is there another brand of black wash that's good? Because like they've made Null and oil more expensive because now it's even smaller.
Oh yeah, that's Citadel paints for you.
Mm-hmm. So another friend of mine that Armando knows too, her name's Anna Marie. We started doing occasional paint sessions in lieu of like doing a book club. She is dumbfoundingly good. Like she took a blank thing and made like a paisley tabard, basically. Just freehand. Like
barf.
Try this and see what happens.
I can't do that.
No, I can't do that. No one can do that. But you know, she wants you. Oh, I'm using all your paints. I'm like, whatever. Like you're like, yeah, come hang out. But she's like, I got you some Null oil, and then she brought it. It's like, I was like, oh, that was like $30, right? She's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's super. That's the deal. Color shift paints, contrast black. Buy a mixer and use color shift paints in black or black contrast. That might get you.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I'm just looking for a wash, so I don't have to spend $30 on Null oil all the time.
Okay.
Because between that and the Agrax Earthshade.
Oh yeah.
Just all the time. Now, what I did do for my Madara was basically all the bad guys, I just washed them.
Yeah.
A color. I got a bunch of different color washes, right? I got like the blue wash and the green wash, orange wash. The orange wash, whatever the heck that thing's called, is great. Like it's almost like a paint. But then I'll pick like one color and just put a single color on them, like whatever is like the most standout thing of the critter.
Sure. Of the critter?
Yeah, it works pretty good. I mean, you know.
Nice.
I'm no Dan, real painter.
Real painter.
But it's way faster. It's fast enough that last time I played, like something showed up that I didn't have painted. I was like, oh, hold up. And I just ran out, I sprayed it.
That's funny.
I set up the board. Then I took half an hour to like wash it and throw a quick brush on it.
Sure.
And I was able to use it.
There you go. Bill says, okay, I got two coming for you. We'll talk about the poppy thingies. Bill, you're amazing. Send me a poppy thingy for the paints.
Thingy? Oh, I'm crushed.
You should be.
I am.
Thank you, Bill. That'll be awesome. I will be using them on my next stream.
I almost loved you, Bill.
Almost.
That's not true. I'm probably going to contact you for a commission. As Barrett would say, here's the deal.
That's right.
It's still up in the air, but potentially, for one of the dungeon crawls that I love, Wander, the Cult of Barnacle Bay, the follow-up, they had a pledge level, which was like all the money in the world, and create your own character, and they, would sculpt it and all that and send you money. I talked, and I was like, what if I do a playthrough of the entire campaign and I keep my pledge? How about I get a character? What do you think?
Wow.
And They might do it. Like, they're not going to make the mini. Like, I'll have to get someone to 3D print it for me. Like, whatever.
Sure.
But basically, if that happens, and I'm so hopeful, we're going to get Beatrice the board game dog as a barbarian in the game, and then I'm going to get it professionally printed, and I'm going to send that thing off to like a real painter.
Send it off the bill.
We'll paint it. Well, that's what I'm thinking.
There you go.
And it all will cost him is a popper.
That's right. It'll cost us a popper. Oh. This guy's coming along quite nicely for me. I'm pretty excited about this. All this silver. Super easy.
Yeah, silver. Yeah, so one thing I might try to do this summer is just watch some YouTube on learn how to do some airbrush techniques.
There's I've used it. Like, I painted Tiamat with it, and it turned out really good.
Oh, do you have that easy to grab?
Yes. No.
No. Let's see.
Tiamat's also about, well, yeah, what the heck? I can see if I can get it. I'll be right back. Entertain the masses. But don't worry, you'll still hear me because my microphone's going to be stuck to my chest. So you're going to hear me trying to get this thing out.
Good. So everybody, as he grunts...
You're also going to, hopefully I don't fall down trying to get there. It's getting old.
Yeah, as he grunts trying to get stuff, make sure you comment on what you think he's probably doing. But everybody, at the end of the day, it'll be night. That just dawned on me. You're welcome. And Barrett has a plan. Oh my gosh, Bill, you're sending one to Colin too. Oh, that hurts. Speaking of, where is Colin? Colin should be on here. And Armando, send me the picture of what you're painting so I can show everybody. I guess I could show all the old stuff that you do. Watch, but Barrett is going to be gone for like 20 minutes now. It's going to be so awkward for everybody involved. But now, so this is one of my favorite paints here. This Apothecary White. But as you can see, like, that is like super separating. Which is also depressing to me. I feel like these paints should not go bad because they're like $8 for every little pot.
I'm going to have to step back because this thing is about that big. Well, I'll see if I can get in the camera here. So this is the Tiamat miniature.
Holy crap.
That I painted up. So it's hard to get in the whole shot here, but so...
Go back to those wings. Go back to the wings. Just show the top of the wings. Wow, those look great.
Thank you. So
Did you airbrush?
No, so yes, I airbrushed everything except the wings. Believe it or not, the wings are just what do you call it? Leather, snakebite leather. But all of these, everything else was all airbrushed. All the different silver, the like parts that have to do with color, were really easily done. So I'll show you what I did. I took the miniature, glued it all together, which was a nightmare.
That's valor there, man.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Then I went and bought these. I stepped out of my wheelhouse and picked up these like elven armor. It's air metallic blue, and then I got, of course, air metallic black. And I got all these different air metallics, and that's what I used to paint that thing with.
Oh, it looks really good.
I do have a plan. I always do, Bill. I will do that for you. I will send you my address. So yeah, that's what my D&D group had to fight that at the very end of the campaign, because everybody's got to fight Tiamat, right? When we played Under Dragons, at some point.
How high level were they?
17.
And did they win, or did you have to?
Yeah, no, they destroyed her.
Well, so you should have given her some class levels.
I did everything in my power to try to kill them, but I got wrecked by Sentinel, which is an ability that basically locks a person down.
Boo.
And yeah, so it was, but I mean, it was fun. They had to it wasn't just they had to beat her. There was other things they had to do in order to lock her down or to defeat her.
They had to make you dinner and bring you beers and
right. Fighting teammate is what happens when you piss off a DM. That's true, in my experience.
That's what you should do, Barrett. You should have a thing that ongoing. If like they bring you dinner, that's worth a reroll.
That's right.
If they bring you beers, that's worth +2 on a roll. Like
there you go. That's what they should do.
Yeah, just put it out there, and they can do it or not. It's up to them.
It's funny you should mention that because since we host the Dungeons and Dragons group every week, or every time we get together, we're actually not getting together for a while due to scheduling conflicts. But I do. We actually provide dinner and beers and little snacks and things like that, just because a lot of them have to drive from quite a ways away.
Yeah, well, we don't fully provide it, but I do provide the drinks when people come down for the Dungeon Crawl night. Right, come. Well, the good news is my Apothecary White's not dead yet.
Good.
It's one of the first contrast paint that I bought.
Oh, it was Apothecary White. Mine was, I think I got like 6 or 7. So it was like snakebite leather, like it was a red, a green, a blue, like all the major colors I'd need.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's not true because I asked you what to do, and you said get all these colors in the contrast.
And snakebite leather.
Yes, the snakebite was definitely one. That is a great color.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, my first one, it wasn't used up, but it died, so I had to get a second set, and I was bummed.
Favor the GM for rerolls. That's right. That's right. There are no bribes. They're offerings. That's what they are. They're called offerings.
Look, if I ever wind up at your place, I'm bribing.
Oh, that's pretty good. All right, so let's see here. Now we've got the silver mostly done. I have to decide what I want to do about this flail. I'm guessing that's going to be silver too, because I can't think of any other color I'd paint a flail. So flail becomes silver.
Well, you could.
Nope.
Is it a magic flail?
No.
All right. Because the other thing you could do is you could try to give it like a colored glow on the head.
Oh, maybe with some blood. Hot pink. Thank you.
Lance, I like where your head's at.
Bill needs your address too.
All right. I'll give it to Barrett.
And I'll send it to you.
Look at that. That's tragic. This is my Nolan oil.
Wow, you are almost out of Nolan oil. I think I spilled my Nolan oil last time I was painting. No, I don't think so. I think I still got enough.
I have spilled Nolan oil before.
If you, yeah, it's never a good thing, is it?
Oh, it's tragic too, because you're like, that was $30.
or when you decide, my favorite was when I brought my son on to a painting episode, and he'd never painted with the contrast paints before. He's always used just army painter stuff. And so he took my red and opened it up and goes, okay, so I'm going to put some of the red here. And he just poured like the whole thing right into this pot here. And I was like, okay, we're not going to pour those in there anymore. It's like, oh, I didn't realize it was going to come out like that. I'm like, yes, it does. It was pretty funny. After we're done, he's like, Dad, I'm so sorry I did that. Like, it's okay. Not a big deal. I can always buy some more.
You're out of the family.
Yep. He hasn't been on a painting stream. No painting stream since. That's just how it was punishment.
You're like, I love your brother better.
That's right. That's right. You're out of the will.
Ooh, brutal.
Oh yeah, I get brutal sometimes.
Come on.
There you go. Okay.
Fudge
Nil on the null. That's right. Hot pink. Your friends will appreciate the hot pink. That's right. Out of the will. Yep.
I am with it. I am with it. I think the hot pink would be dope.
We'll see. I don't know. I guess I could call my friend, see what he thinks. I've got another character to paint. We'll put some pink on that one.
Just can't be choosers, you know?
Yeah. My wife's still working on trying to find her miniatures, so I don't have hers to paint tonight.
Yeah,
she also has a character that has to be painted 2 different ways.
Nice. I gotta say, I really have enjoyed mucking around with the Hero Forge.
Yeah.
And I actually sent Mark Dainty from Not Board Gaming for his birthday.
Yeah.
a gift card so he could make his D&D character.
Oh yeah.
Like it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the colored ones. They're not. The painting that you do is better.
Yes.
But they're pretty darn good.
Oh yeah, but they're done.
Exactly.
I am so happy about the fact that they're done. Paint the flail with gunmetal, then hit it with some Nullen. Sounds like a plan, Bill. That's what I'll do.
Yep. That is, Bill, that is exactly what I usually do for armor and weapons. Gunmetal, and that sometimes if I'm feeling spicy, I'll use a brighter silver. But yeah, that's absolutely it. So Armando, who I think he had to go do something, so he's not on anymore, but he actually on Hero Forge for Dark Tower, him and his buddies all made themselves.
Oh sure.
In hero form on Hero Forge, and then he took the artwork, because you know how Hero Forge, it gives you like the art that you can spin around. Mm-hmm. And he made more hero boards for Dark Tower with their art on them.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, right? Like, I was like, that's cool. All right, so that dude needs to dry a little bit. And I'm going to start on number 2 here. Bah.
Nice.
Yeah, this has been primed for like a year.
Oh, I know. I've got miniatures like that have been primed and just sitting there, and I'm like, oh, I got to get to that miniature, and I never do. So here's your maroon and gold shield. I think it is turning out pretty good.
It does look good. Yeah. I can't tell. Is that shadow, or are those like crevices in the maroon behind? I can't tell.
That is crevices.
Yeah, that's gonna look real good.
That's the plan.
Especially when you put some hot pink on there.
Hot pink, for sure. It'll be coming in hot.
All right. Oh, this lady has a purple streak in her hair that I got to deal with.
Well, there you go. They'll give you some color.
Yeah, there we go. So, like, I don't have a pink, but I'll figure something out. Yeah, that's like I don't know if you can see that purple streak in her hair.
A little bit over on the right side next to her gun.
Yeah. Well, this one's going to be a disaster.
Haha.
Why can't I just paint black? Well, let that sucker dry. Oh, good news is she does have black pants, so
nice.
I'm back in my wheelhouse.
That's pretty good. There you go. Those are pretty good. It's getting late, fellas. Got to catch another live. Got to catch another live. Have a great night. Thank you so much for joining, Fire Drake. Awesome to have you here. Good to see you.
Hi, Drake.
Awesome.
You're the best.
Yes.
The best Fire Drake in the comments.
Best Fire Drake.
There we go. Come on back. There we go.
Now, I think I am just going to paint the shield on the outside silver. I was debating about painting it a different color, but we're just going to go silver.
Silver? What? Ugh.
Settle down.
Ugh.
Settle down, you.
I'm so upset. Upset by that. I say that as I'm returning to my black.
I was going to say, you got such a wide variety of colors there. But sometimes it's you do what the picture shows, and that's just kind of what you do. Because I do that. I paint a lot of what the picture shows. So
I still have Dungeon Universalis, which you kindly sent me.
Yes, I did.
And there's like 3 games that kind of fill that same niche.
Yes, they were.
Sandbox.
League of Dungeoneers.
And Dungeon Crusade. And so I've had all 3. The Dungeon Crusade review hasn't released yet. And I've decided I'm sticking with Universalis is what I'm keeping.
Oh, you are. I liked League of Dungeoneers the best.
That one was close.
That was really fun. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed all 3. But, I live in California, so I don't have space. So I had to pick.
Yeah. I got to find my miniature. I threw it on the ground.
Oh, you're a disaster.
Oh my gosh, where'd he go?
You're,
you know, they can't go that far. It's like it just fell on the floor.
Did you find it?
No. Oofta. I gotta get down here on hands and knees. I'm old. Can't even get down that far. Oofta.
Get down, get down.
Oh, there he is. Found him. Oh my gosh. I broke you. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say my video disappeared.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened. Apparently something would happen here. Let's see what happens if we go like this. That probably helped it. Yeah, Victory, you're back. Okay. Oh my gosh. I gotta figure out how to fix this. Okay.
But what I got was I backed to Kickstarter, which are a bunch of tokens, acrylic tokens.
Oh, sure.
That are similar to, like, you know how a Dungeon Alliance, they're just tokens that lay flat?
Mm-hmm.
They're like that, but they're various types of bad guys that are just top-down views of the bad guys that lay flat, and because they're acrylic, you can just write on them with dry erase. Yeah. So
that works.
As soon as those show up, I'm going back to Dungeon Universalis.
All right, sounds like a plan. We got a lot of people here. First off, Ryan, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Awesome to have you here, Ryan. Ryan is joining us. Roger's Dungeon Crusade is so good, but it's a beast of a game, is what Bill says, which is true.
And Bill, you are so right. Like I sent Roger my video so he can, kind of check it out. It is so much, but it is so, and I say this lovingly, it is a glorious mess of a game. Like, it's glorious, but it is everything.
Yeah, so that's the thing, is he thought of, and like there's like no, like sometimes people read a rule book kind of go, I don't know how that's going to fit. Like he's got it all laid out. Like this is everything. Yes. And he's decided, and everything like actually like happens in the game. Like they have like the whole like monster movements and all that stuff is like laid out.
I think the way the monster patrols is, I don't know why more dungeon crawlers don't do that. I think that is fantastic.
I agree. I think it's really good.
Like that alone almost made me pick that over Dungeon Universalis.
That good. That's what you thought, huh? Lance says Legion Dungeoneer is closest to D&D in my opinion. I think that's also pretty true. Because I really liked it. I thought there was a lot of good things going on. One of the things I think I liked about it is it wasn't overwhelming to make characters.
And I love the character creation of it too.
Yes, but I love the way the characters created in that one.
The reason they kept Dungeoneer or Universalis over that is I like the combat in Universalis more than the D100 combat in Dungeoneers.
Okay. Yep, I can see that.
Yeah, but I mean that's very much a taste.
Yeah, it really is. Lance says Dungeon Crusade takes up a lot of space. And Steve is here. Greetings, Steve. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Awesome to have you here.
Dungeon Crusade takes up all the space.
And Ryan has a question. He says, I have a question for both of you. Have you ever stripped paint from a mini? For example, either wanting to make them clean to repaint or just to bring them back to a plain colored to match other minis? That'd be a no.
I have not either. I just suffer with my mistakes. Or once I have reprimed, which I know is the devil.
Yeah.
But that's what I do.
Well, I will say I actually reprime over miniatures before I would try to strip the paint off them. That's not happening.
Well, apparently it's not hard to do, I've heard.
I'm not dealing with it. Again, we're slopping and we're dropping. I don't need to be, that stuff.
That's true. Ryan, we did a whole paint stream about slop and drop. Like I think you are the only person that understands my level of slop and drop.
That's right. It works. Sometimes I applaud your methods too. His passion for that game has no bounds, talking about Crusades.
Oh my gosh. And now, again, I say this lovingly. So he asked me for all the criticism that I had. And I was like, I'll just send you the video early. No, I just want to improve. I was like, okay. I was like, so here's the constructive criticism I have in the things I put. And he must have messaged me the equivalent of 3 pages of typed text of response.
Yes, he is passionate and he loves to. I actually like to meet him someday. I bet it'd be really cool to sit down with him.
Play a game with him. Speaking of, Bear, what are we going to play at Gen Con?
I don't know. You tell me, man.
Like, are you driving or are you flying?
Most likely, if it's the same as what we did last time, Colin and I will be driving out there.
Because we could play some kind of dungeon crawl adventure, you know, if you're driving, because you can't fly with that nonsense.
No, it would be impossible.
Have you played Aventuria yet?
Aventuria, yeah. Is that the card game one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually got it. No. I have it. I have never played it. Colin just did a playthrough of it, though.
I know, and I didn't watch that one because I don't have that one, but that would be I would love to play that with you guys. That's not a huge time commitment, and it gets that dungeon crawl adventure. Is Colin as nice as he seems?
Yeah.
Be honest with him.
Yeah, he is.
Because this is where you can tell us that he actually like eats orphan sushi.
That's right. He eats orphans for dinner. No, he's as nice as he seems. Very much so. Very much so. Matthew says, Barrett, are you going to have a finger grip on my eyeliner brush at Gen Con? Totally. 100%. Let's see here. Lance says, Lance says, Ryan, it is not fun. I'm trying to strip some horrified minis that ended up sticky due to poor priming session. Oh no, Lance. Oh no. That's no good.
Man, I had that happen. So I painted Ghost Stories before I played. And if Armando is still listening, he came down and played with me and we got our asses kicked in like 12 seconds. And him and his wife were like, let's never do that again. But the ghosts are something else. They're not normal plastic, and they were sticky as fuck. I just went with it. After the priming, the painting, and they're just sticky. And I should do something about it. I sealed them. And they're a little less so, but like, oh, that's horrible.
No good.
And somebody said that Madara is a table hog. It is. So the last time I was playing, I backed off. I put it away.
Oh yeah.
Because Barrett hasn't gotten there yet.
No.
But there is a part where the party gets split. And you have to play both at once.
Oh, wow. I haven't gotten there yet.
Yep, you're doing 2 dungeon crawls at once. And that happened, and I went, I can't even with this, and I put it away.
Oh.
And that's where I'm going to start. But I was chatting with one of the people at Succubus at Origins, and they were like, when you get that far in the game, if you're playing solo, we recommend downloading like the solo whatever rules that go with it. Like it's just like a single card.
You have the cards that you have in there.
Yeah, so I need to do that because it's just like I love it so much, but it is now so much.
Yeah. Let's see here. Lots in the chat. Lance says, I have tried simple green, and that kind of works for paint, but not for primer. Yes, I've heard of simple green. I think I might actually have that somewhere.
Is that like Soylent Green?
What?
Is that like Soylent Green? Do you know what Soylent Green is, Baron? All right, come on. So somebody in the comments, in all caps, what is Soylent Green? It's coming. Someone's going to know, Baron. You're going to be like, damn it.
That'd be great.
And if nobody knows, I'm going to be so upset. It's from the Charlton Heston, I believe, film.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, but yes, I have heard of that stuff. And it does work on paint, yes. And then you kind of use a scrub brush on it.
Ryan and Armando and liquefied pork. Please put all of those on.
It's people. It's people. Oh, people meat. Kind of liquefied pork. Wow, I gotta go figure this out now. I've never heard of that. And usually I'm pretty good on those kind of things. Ryan says, for me, I don't actually paint at all. I got some minis from Zombicide that are partially painted, some full, some just primed. I don't like having a mixture of painted and unpainted. Nah, and Ryan says Colum is an awesome guy.
Monster.
There you go.
You monster. Now, I say that as the guy who I just do a wash and a dry brush on all the mooks.
Yes, you do.
And I call it good. I feel like, Baron, I feel like when you see me do that, you're simultaneously horrified and jealous.
Yes, actually, that's exactly right. 100%. 100%. Liquefied says, LA is totally awesome is what I use to strip paint. Works pretty good. Let it soak for a day or so. There you go. Or here, how about Valor and Villainy? Have you played Valor and Villainy?
Not the second one. I played the first one, which is 1 vs. Many. I really dug it.
Okay.
But this is my OCD, which I'm not OCD, and I'm sorry for people who actually are, but I got the standee version of just the original Valor and Villainy, Mordax, whatever, and I liked it. And then I heard that the Ludwig's Labyrinth was really good, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna back this. But then they got rid of the standee only version, and these games are supposed to be cross compatible. And so I was like, okay, there's no standee version of the new one. Can I get an upgrade set for the old one? And I shit you not, the publisher's like, well, you can sell your standee version and buy the full version of the other. And then you could be able to both. And I was like,
that's what you can do.
Right off.
That's what you can do.
That is not happening. So I dropped my pledge, and I'd love to play it. I hear it's great.
Yeah, Colin has it. I've played it. It's pretty good.
And then with the other one, just no one was interested in playing it anymore. So I culled it, but I didn't fully cull it. I culled it to where I gave it to a friend that maybe I will get to play it with if we ever play it.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
I felt good about that one. Because, that's not a full cull,
No, it's not. It's not. Ryan says, don't know what he's doing hanging out with Baron. That must have been after you made the comment about your something.
Soylent Green?
Maybe. Yeah, that's what I've heard elsewhere too, liquefied pork. Okay. They were hella sticky. Trying that now. Okay, yeah, give that a shot. See, hope that works for you, Ryan. I think the humidity messed up my primer for those. I will have to do totally awesome and see if that works. Thanks for the suggestion. Use an old toothbrush to scrub during soak sessions. Yes, that I've had to try. Don't worry about cussing. Anyone that would narc on us has gone to sleep already.
Thank you.
Oh,
I was very actually on my own channel. I don't swear a lot, but when I do, I bleep it. But I was very passionate about that. I was like, "Excuse me."
That's right.
That is the word. Like, just say no. Just tell me no. You can't have it.
Not sell it.
You sell your old one and buy a new one.
Yeah, you just want to buy a new one. Everybody wants to just buy a new one. Bill has Colin's copy of Valor and Villainy. It's painting it right now, I'm guessing. The warm bath is something I have heard of to straighten out plastic, but I've never done that. I always pictured I needed candles and scented oils, and that would...
Yeah. I don't think it's actually you take it into the bath with you. Baron, I'm going to run and refill my beverage.
You do that.
Can you hold down the fort?
I'm always holding down the fort. That's what it's all about. I'm painting up my
Armando, send me pictures of what you're painting. I know it's amazing.
Let's see here. Meanwhile, back at what Baron's painting, he's working on this dude here best he can. He's almost done. I just have to null and oil it down. Now, I apologize that this camera is being so mean to me tonight. I do have to fix this little oopsie right here. A little bit of oopsie there. Hopefully I got some paint left here. I got enough to fix this little silver part. Got a little bit too silver there. There we go. Brush that away. That should be good. And then our goal, now what I'm thinking is I actually might, to make it that, that's silvery still. It is, I don't like that. There, now I covered up, perfect. Maroon 5 Night is looking good. Yeah, you like that? This is my Maroon 5 Night. Still don't know why my camera's so, last painting episode we had, my camera was being funky. And now this time it's being funky. So, and it's funny because it's the same camera I use for almost everything normally, which I don't quite get, but that's okay. That's a send it to Peter's call, William. That's what that is. I'll have to have him come back to see that one. So let's see. I got a few more things I want to do. I need to a little more snake. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to now. I'll just stick snake bite leather first because he's got some leather straps. Close that. I'm going to spill it. See, I've got this handy dandy thing I should use all the time, but I never do. And when I don't use it, that's when I make a mess. He's got some straps here. I'm going to paint the straps on both sides. Just like that. There we go. He's got this cross M in the middle. I would conduct interviews at my place of work, and I would cuss just to see how the interviewee would react. Steve! Oh my gosh, that'd be pretty awesome.
All right, stop talking about me.
Yeah, we tried to talk about you all the time. Let's hear. Here's that's a send it to Peter call, William, is what when you send it over there, just a little ways away. And Steve's going to react to cuss. He when he's interviewing people, he cusses and just sees how they react.
Oh, he's a monster. Oh, good. Oh, I appreciate Dan. I appreciate the Maroon 5 reference. It's good. It's a good callback. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 on the callback reference. I would use cuss words as a noun, a verb, an adjective as a conjunction, and that takes a lot of work. This is true. That's a good idea. It helps me determine if the interviewee is someone you want to work with. See? This is the way to go. They've got plans.
Well, I mean, One Stop Co-op, they're like organized crime. Like they got everything going. They're a big deal.
Big deal. That's Mike over there, One Stop Co-op shop, rocking it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm in a chat group with Mike and Mark from Not Board Gaming.
Oh, sure.
Mark and I both recognize, and we make sure he remembers that he's a big deal.
Yeah.
Ooh, that armor is looking good.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about this.
Oil, the crevice there looked really good.
Yeah, I know it took forever for these minis to get to people, and some people didn't even get them, but they actually aren't too bad. They're actually pretty good minis.
I mean, the price I remember was very good. Like,
it wasn't bad for how many minis you got, for sure, and I think that was part of the problem.
Well, I think the problem was that they can't run their business.
That could be the other problem.
You see, Barrett's a Midwest guy, so he's nice.
The three idiots. That's Ryan says. The three idiots. That's right. Didn't you do a video about that?
Yeah. No, every year, Mark, Mike, and I, we do the Three Idiots Game of the Year tournament, and what we do is, ooh, that's looking good. Sorry. And so what we do is, we each pick 4 games, and we set up a bracket, like March Madness bracket,
mm-hmm.
and we have to argue our point, or why our game's better. And the third person has to judge, but all butt hurt is allowed. So if you lost the previous round, you could be like, you know what? I'm butt hurt. So it's whatever reason you want to pick the next game is valid.
That's pretty funny.
It truly is the favorite thing that we do all year, even though I lost again this year.
You did? How?
Oh, because Mark was afraid of Conquest Princess, and Mike was afraid, and Mark was also afraid of Andromeda's Edge, so I lost.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, that's how I tell it. Oh no, I got paint on my black.
Adding an ing at the end of each cuss word, you're good. You're good. Now, after you null and oil it, you really have to hit the flat spots with the base color. Add a step to make slot. Add a step to make it the slop and drop. We shall see. We shall see what I'll do.
Bill, what do you mean by hit it with hit the flat
So
spots.
this part right here, you should re-hit this with the silver so that it still kind of is inside the recesses of the Nuln Oil.
Oh, I see. So you just go back over it and just kind of
Yes.
leave. Oh, that's interesting. Because I always just like with the armor, I just do like a dry brush of the silver over it. But I bet that would be better.
Yes.
What he's doing, because he's a pro.
He's a pro. This is true. And now I have to decide what I'm going to wash the shield in.
Well, what are your choices?
You name the color.
All right,
the coffee staining? I was thinking purple.
Oh, you gonna do a purple wash on the shield? Oh,
yeah,
that's interesting.
It happens.
Oh, I've never thought of doing something like that over metal. That's interesting. It'll be good, definitely good for the maroon.
Oh, it's the contrast paints actually go really good over metal too. If you've ever tried that.
Oh, so it's almost like you've based it in the metal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting. I assume like the lighter contrast, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I'm gonna try that.
Like I used the purple, whatever's purple, the Magus purple. I've used this before to wash or to go on top of metal.
And it kind of gives a like a glow look.
Matthew, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. He's off to bed. Extract Earthshade on the red, Bill says. We can't go wrong with the pro.
That's true. I mean, Agrax is good on almost everything.
Agrax on the shield. Here we go. That'll be the deal. First, got to finish off the rest of the metal. Then all this has to dry. Because once you do a wash, then you got to kind of let it dry. There's not much you can do with it till it's dry.
Yeah, it takes forever.
Yeah. Yeah, the other thing, you got to make sure it doesn't pool.
Yeah, I totally have a pooling happening around the base of my thing.
Yes, and that's no good.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm oddly okay with it.
You okay? All right.
You know, I'm just imagining it's part of the magic.
Okay. Hey.
Not a word, Bill. Not a word.
It is magic, you know. You believe in magic, and I hope you do.
Well, when I see people like Bill's painting, I do. I follow some painter. Bill, do you have an Instagram of your painting? Because I want to follow that and be depressed.
And be depressed, he says.
Yeah, because sometimes I go and I look at many painters on Instagram, and I love it so much. Like talented painters are so good.
What is PFM?
I don't know. Pork for me, because if that's what it is, I'm pumped.
Pork for me? Is that what you said?
Yeah, if that's what it is, Bill, if you're sending pork for me, I'm all in.
He says I do not update though.
Dang it. But I want to see good painting. And I can't watch more of Barents Oathsworn because I haven't finished. And I've avoided all spoilers of that.
Which one?
Oathsworn.
Oh yes. Pure effing magic. That's it.
So not pork for me.
No pork for you.
That's
now I gotta figure out what this is. Did I miss a spot here with the paint? I did. Okay, so I gotta paint that.
I gotta find my here we go. My Reichland Flesh Shade.
Oh yeah. Oh, magic. Pure effing magic.
I like my answer better.
I see. So as someone who doesn't paint, forgive my ignorance, a wash is basically super thinned out paint that just fills in cracks and makes the details stick out. Correct. That's actually a very good way of thinking about it. And the contrast paints actually kind of do that on their own.
Yeah, though the contrast paints work better with the lighter colors I found. But yeah, like back in the day before contrast paints, you would have to do your base color, hit it with, like if I did a green, paint, I would hit with like a green wash to get in those cracks, and then I would hit it with a green dry brush to make it pop. I'm sure Bill is cringing because he knows exactly what you really do, but that's how I did it.
Agrax Earthshade.
Armando, if you
I'm debating if this is. I'm really, Bill. I don't know about this. We'll see.
I don't know. No, Barrett, I'm kind of excited about that idea of doing purple, though. I'm kind of excited about that. I think you should do it
All right, we'll
because
see
I'm
what
sure you can
happens
go
here.
back. You can go back over it with the brown, and it'll cover that purple.
Sure.
Oh, God, I can feel Bill cringing right now.
I gotta figure out if I have my purple wash.
I don't have a purple wash. I got a dark blue wash. I got
blue, dark. I've got kind of lighter, lightish, and red, and green, and purple. Purple.
Oh, that's is that Army Painter? What was that?
Yeah, it's Army Painter. It's super old.
Army Painter washes. I assume those are cheaper than Citadel washes.
I don't even think they make them anymore.
Oh.
They're so old. All right, so we're going to do it this, though. We're going to do something a little bit here. I'm a little worried about it because it's going to be really dark purple.
All right, so everybody, Beatrice, the board game dog, has just pushed open my door.
Oh, yeah? Important stuff.
Because she wants to be on the stream.
Oh, of course. I'm getting a puppy.
Are you really?
Yep.
Do you know what kind yet?
Yes, it's a Labradoodle mini.
Oh, it's going to be super cute.
It is going to be super cute.
So, Beatrice, the board game dog, who has literally been sent games, the company literally sent a game to her, not to me.
That's hilarious.
Is on the stream. And now she's like, can I have my nighttime treats? Is what's happening.
The wash can also add color of a tint of color. This is true. So that's why I'm debating if I can put purple over this or Agrax Earthshade or something like that.
Do the purple. Come on, do the purple.
Okay, I'll do the purple. That's actually what I would want on all my minis, just black wash to make all those detail lines pop out, nothing else. Oh, you sound like William.
No, I mean that is the answer, I think, for mooks. Because like they're not out there. It makes me think of like in the
every stream needs a dog. That's what it says here.
Oh well, you're gonna get a dog. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Back in the 2000s, maybe 2010s, there was a He-Man cartoon, and anytime there was a character in the front that was in the foreground, everyone in the background would go into grayscale. That's how I feel like mooks should be. In grayscale, no one cares about you.
That's right. Okay, so I put a drop of that purple stuff here, and then I've added quite a bit of this Lamian medium here. We'll see if this helps at all.
Oh, wait, sorry, hold back that medium again.
It's just this medium. I don't know. I put some of this in here. Lamian medium or something.
Is it like a gray? Is it a wash? What is that?
It's something that like thins down paint without it being like water. It's like a medium that turns, I think it's the one that turns them into, it's the stuff that makes washes.
Oh, I did not know that was a thing.
So you can add this stuff to a color and it turns it into a wash. Of course, you have to like figure out the consistency you want, but we'll see how this works. But Brian says, since it would take me a year to paint one mini and it would look like crap, I just wash would be great. Yep. Wash and Sundrop the same. Very, very similar. I would say almost yes on that.
I feel like a Sundrop is a gray prime and a Nuln oil wash. Is pretty much it.
No, purple's really not doing much. Shouldn't have done purple. Yeah. Should have listened to Bill.
You can still do it. Just follow it up.
Yeah, we'll see here. We'll let this dry. Maybe it'll be cool.
You know, Bill's like,
I told you so.
I told you.
Foolish mortal.
So, Bill.
Oh, Lord, I have two 100-pound pits. That's right. He's got 200-pound pit bulls.
Good Lord. Those are children. So, Bill, that dog you saw is the basis
those are children
of the character that I'm going to send you to paint if they go for it.
There we go. That's awesome. Sundrops looks more like a dry brush over a darker color. It's, I want to say that it really is just, it's a, how do I it really is just I think it's a dip more than anything else, which I have. I've got a dip. I've got one on my stream right now. Let me see where the other one I got is. I think it's back here. Yeah, here it is. So So here's the other dip I got. These are super old. These are called quick shades. So this is back in the day when you wanted to paint quick armies on your table for Warhammer. You'd paint them.
Oh,
You'd hold them with the pliers, you'd dip them into this crap, you'd take them out, you'd shake them, and hopefully your mini doesn't go flying. And then after you did that for a while, then you'd put them down. Because if you didn't shake it like this, then, thank you, Ryan. Thank you. Glad you got my joke. You're amazing. So then you shook it with this pliers. If your mini didn't go flying off its base, or the whole thing go flying out of the grip, then you have to put it down and make sure it's not pooling. You have to touch it a little bit. And then you're all done. Now, this stuff also is a ard coat as well. That's the other thing this thing was doing. So it's also putting on a protective layer. And of course, this is probably back when they're doing pewter miniatures and all that crap, which was out of control. I never had to deal with. Pits are the best dogs, Lance said. It's contrast thinner, Bill says. Lion medium. I got that too. I got contrast thinner right here. Technical contrast medium. I've got that too right here. This also can turn any paint into a contrast paint.
Oh, that's
you want to.
Oh,
so you got all that. Yeah.
If we'll hold that back up, is that a Citadel thing?
Yeah, these are all Citadel things. So one's called a Lyman's medium, the other one's a contrast medium. And I think Army Painter made one too. I think it's right here. Yeah. Nope, that's a matte varnish. It's not even close. It's somewhere. I've got it somewhere where you can turn it. Oh, maybe it's over here. Nope, this is still a matte varnish. Apparently I've got multiples of that for some reason. Must be right here. Nope, I guess I got 3 anti-shine things. I don't know why I've got 3 of these. Why do I have 3 of these? Guess how many times I've used that? Never. That'd be never. Right. That'd be never. Mm-hmm. That's what it'd be. Thanks for learning experience for a noob. No, we are here. People in the chat are way more professional than we are and have experienced a lot more about painting than I have. That's for sure.
I'm a freaking disaster, people, but I enjoy doing it.
Serpian Seppa works on red too.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Is the sepia? That's a fascinating.
I don't have that color. I only have. I got Reikland Flesh Shade, which I'm planning to use on the gold.
The sepia on all of my Sonara stuff. I'm just washing that. It's a really interesting color.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing I've ever bought that I've really been like, that was the best paint buy I ever did.
Yeah.
Was specific brushes to dry brush.
Oh yeah.
Like, I got a bunch of them. I mostly only use this sucker. Whoop, wait.
Oh, you got one of those guys.
Oh, it's so good. It is life-changing.
There's a lot of things I've been called, but professional is not one of them. Steve. I actually, another great painter that does live painting stuff is Liquider Gaming. And he uses makeup brushes for his dry brushes.
Yeah, what I've heard is that is not the color I wanted, but I'm going with it. What I've heard is that this is very close to a makeup. This is basically a makeup brush.
Oh, sure.
They're just smaller.
Oh, here comes a question. How do you dry brush? Funny enough, I'm about to, so let me show you. And is it going to turn out well? We shall see. You take some paint. I'm going to take this one right here. I'm going to dry brush a lighter silver on there. Dollar store makeup brushes, Bill says. That's the way to go. And then I'm going to get some paint on my brush. There you go. Got paint on brush. Got the silver on my brush right there. Wow, silver on my brush. I'm going to take one of these. Now, you can do it one of 2 ways. One of them, you can use a towel to do it. Other people use other things so that they don't actually lose all the liquidy of the paint. But we're going to see if this works. Then I'm just going to lightly kind of go over this metal thing here. It's going to catch the ridges. And so as you can see, it's already a little bit shinier on the ridges part versus the...
I told you to do that.
Yes, you did.
I often if I paint an armor another color, another different metallic, I'll still often go back over it with the silver dry brush because I find the silver just pops better.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. And again, Bill's like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, what a fucking amateur."
The only problem is a lot of times if you're going to dry brush with silver, your best bet is to do all the silver first before you do anything else, because a lot of times it just kind of, you hit the other things, you're going to paint them again. Paint them
oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a whole thing of figuring out what it is you need to paint first. For the most part, I feel like you paint the darker colors first.
Like, see here, I was dry brushing and I hit the guy's arm. So now I got to go back and hit that again.
That's so embarrassing for you, dude.
No.
Bill, close your eyes. Close your eyes, Bill.
So I'm just going to kind of hit the shield a little bit up on the top. Like that. And then I'm going to hit a little bit of his inside torso here area.
So Bear doesn't do a lot of previews.
Correct.
Usually it's when I make him do one.
Yes.
And I love him for it.
Ha ha.
I have one coming. I don't know when. That you are going to like so much.
Oh, yeah?
It is so good. It's a boss battler. You're going to love it.
Dante Inferno?
No. Though that does look interesting.
Looks super good.
You know, this one hasn't been announced officially, but it's coming. It is unique. You have never played anything like it. Oh, that looks better than I thought it would.
There you go.
So, yeah, Bill, close your eyes because I don't want you to see this.
No, you're right, William. Silver highlights on are okay on every metallic color.
Oh, thank you, Bill. I love you. But still close your eyes.
Tim, good to see you. Thank you for joining, Tim. Tim's here. Awesome to see you. Oh, look at him. He's got green as opposed to the orange.
Yep, you know, and so I used the Malignant as the base, but that lime green dry brush actually worked out okay. So everywhere that is green,
love it,
which is supposed to be, you know, he's lime light.
Mm-hmm. Lime light.
Orange. But I think that actually, you know, works out. I'm gonna hit all the black with like a gray dry brush. Oh, Bill, listen. So I want to make the black, all the detail on the black pop. Should I hit that with like a gray dry brush? What's the best thing to hit that so it still looks like it's black? Sorry, I got very excited to have a real pro here.
Yeah, that's how.
Because normally I would ask you, and you'd be like, I don't know, whatever.
I'd say purple.
I'm so sad that purple wash didn't work. Like you.
I might have thinned it down too much.
I am excited for using some of those like the contrast paints over metallics. I'm really excited to try that.
Yeah, that's fun stuff. Tim has just joined. He wants to know what minis we're playing from what painting from what games.
You want to go first?
Sure. I am painting this guy. He's actually not from a game. This is my friend's character in Dungeons & Dragons. He is his name is Rinkar. He is a fighter that is a, what does he call him? An Echo Knight. He's an Echo Knight, so he can like basically shoot an echo of himself about 30 feet into across the battlefield, and they can attack through him and stuff like that. But the miniature itself is from the Blacklist Games miniature set that they released like a year ago. Well, actually, it was supposed to come out like 5 years ago, but it finally started. I got my Kickstarter copy about a year ago, I'd say. And contrast over metallics works phenomenal. Dan definitely says so. Wish I had some examples of that, but I don't.
Hey, painter people, I need an answer. What should I dry brush over that black contrast, make it pop? Usually I do a gray.
Yeah, or white.
Like this sucker right here.
Dark white gray.
But you know, you pros, let me know. So what I'm painting is I'm painting a couple minis from, other way, from the Reckoners, the expansion set, which is a really fun co-op crisis management style game. And also, it's a fantastic book series. I don't know if I told you to tell your wife, to tell Robin to get those. It's such a good young adult.
I'll tell her that if she's not asleep already.
It's so good, and the audiobook is brilliant too. But...
Okay. Dan says ash gray. Bill says null and oil, then mix gray and black and use the flat panels to keep adding more gray until you get a higher than on the fold. So that's pro. This is the pro part, the one where you do like 9 layers, and then you've got just ash gray as another option. You got me going like just use white.
Okay, so I'm thinking.
I think you should go for the 9 layers
No, I can't do that. But what I am going to do is I am going to darken this gray up a little bit.
There
I'm
you
going to
go.
do that because
There you
Bill,
go.
I respect your ability, and I feel like you do not respect my amateurism.
Oh my gosh, that's too good.
You know, if I won the lottery, one of the things I would do is I would totally become like a really good painter.
Yeah, there you go.
Like a really good painter.
Like sit
You know,
down
like
and learn it all.
you know, and be like and to take like 4 hours for one mini. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm going to put some basing on this guy and call it a day.
Oh no, am I out of my gray? That is a friggin' tragedy. That will not. Oh, nope. Just was blocked.
There you go. So I'm putting some glue on my paint thing here. And then
Oh,
I've got a set of these. We're going to do it this way. I'm not going to do the other paint stuff.
you actually base your minis with like the cool stuff. I just put like
Oh, I don't know how cool. Lighten the black. Lighten the black. Don't darken the gray. You can do it. Lighten the black.
I like where your head's at. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna lighten that. Oh, I see what you're saying. I got you. I got you. So the ratio should be more black to gray. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Tim says first lesson is to lick your paintbrush. I think that's the first lesson.
Only lesson I know.
Oh, that's pretty good. Dan says it took 4 hours to paint one mini. I wouldn't be done with my backlog until the year 30,000 or 3,000. Yeah, I hear you, Dan.
Okay, Dan. Dan, you're a pro. How long does it take you to paint a mini, you know, this size?
Bill, bingo. Now, see, I found the trick to basing my miniatures is that you use a lot of glue.
Yeah, and so what does the glue do? What does that do?
Well, I'll show you.
Fair enough. Let me find my black here.
Put a bunch of glue on this. I probably should put it in the light so people can see it, though. There's no light today. I don't know why. My goal is to get some, there we go, just like that. Perfect. 32 minute, 32 millimeter, about an hour. If I want it done really well, detail, 90 minutes. There you go.
I need the Kevin Hart gif right now. Where is it?
I would say that's about mine too.
Well,
I'm not streaming.
That's usually the speed that I paint, you know, an hour and 90 minutes, but like I'm not good.
No, you're great.
No.
Okay.
It was great. I watched those first two Oswarns.
A little more glue on this thing here. I know I'm off camera and you can't see me, but I gotta see what I'm doing here.
Oh no, my thing is clogged with dried paint.
That's what pins are for.
I know I don't have any in here.
I have some.
Oh, thank you. Can I borrow one?
Yep, be right over. Okay, so now I've got my super secret sand mix. This is my sand mix. And in my sand mix, I've got fine sand, I got gritty sand, I got super sand, right? Got all that sand in there.
Is this just sand you got from outside?
No, I bought it. I got this sand from Citadel Paints here. I'll show you right here. Actually, I lied. I'm going to do all this first before the paint, my glue dries. I'm going to take my miniature and just dunk it in there, and then just swirl it around. Just swirl it around.
See. So you use the glue.
And they tap it off, and then you got your guy on sand on his base. So then you kind of got to go around, and where you see that you either want more, you got to take the glue and put some little more on there, but you got to be careful because you already got sand on there. So I'm kind of touching up some little parts here to get a little more glue on this.
Oh, Bill, you're so right. Lighten that black.
And then I'm going to take my finger and kind of run off the sand I don't want. And then I'll paint the rim of the base black eventually. And I also will put some tufts of grass on this when it's done. Another thing I will do, which is now also, by the way, I will throw this brush away. This brush is going in the garbage. I never try to save these. You can buy these. I bought these on Amazon. I got like 1,000 of them for like $5.
Was that for the you use that with the glue?
Yeah, so that one's the garbage. I didn't hit the garbage by any means, so don't think I'm a great basketball player or anything. I totally missed, and it's off to the side, but that's okay. I'll pick it up.
Feel better. None of us thought you made that.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right, let's see what I missed, you guys. I'm debating about getting Perseal Gathering Darkness. What are your both thoughts on it? I have no idea what that even is.
Miracle. I like that game. Now, what I'll say is, watch some videos to see if you like the combat system. If you do, it's fun and it's clever. Also, it's all stored on a website.
Oh,
which is good and bad. Because, like, if they fold, you're going to lose everything.
Right.
But they're also actively changing the stories and changing the difficulty based on the statistics of the people who are playing.
Oh.
Yeah, I really dig it. That's actually pretty high on my list of games that I need to get back to the table. I actually quite enjoyed it. Yeah, it's good.
So Dan says he does no blending, occasionally dry brushing and shading, but mostly slop and drop priming and contrast paints. And if you see any pictures of Dan's work, that's a lie. He does really good stuff. He's not slop and drop. I got up at 4 o'clock. Don't forget to get me your ad. I got me up at 4 a.m. Don't forget to get me your address, William Barrett. I have a bunch of old D&D minis headed your way as well. Wow, man, Bill, that's amazing. Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, Bill, I'm gonna send it to Barrett to make sure he sends it to you.
I will do that.
No,
you dropped your guy again.
I did, but I almost dropped him into the paint that I just made.
Okay, that I've never done. Paul, Family Farm, Evening Chums, just joining, so I'll have to go back and see your super expert techniques. They're all over the board. But here's a super secret technique. You ever seen this?
It was this far away, Barrett. That's literally how far away.
Oh my gosh, like, I would have died. That'd have been the end of my pay. That guy, that'd have been what color it was. I don't know if you've heard of this stuff. It's called Scenic Cement Spray. This is my new next trick. So after I have put the base on this guy, once that dries, I will use this. I will actually use another one of those brushes, and I will just dab it on, and it will coat this entire bottom of the base with that glue. Because one of the problems is once you get done and he's sitting like this, if you ever pick up and start doing stuff with this guy, the sand will sometimes rub off. Where then this is almost like an art coat that I use on these things on the bases so that they don't come off. Also, before I do that though, I will put Agrax Earthshade. I will drop that into this as well and let that soak in. And it actually soaks in really good. It's really cool. Let me see if I can find it. Agrax Earthshade. Here it is, right here. It'll darken it up. Steve says time to go to bed. Thank you for a great show. Thank you so much for joining, Steve. It's always a pleasure to see you. Thank you.
Good night, Steve.
So this is probably going to screw it all up.
You're putting the wash over your base? Is that what I'm hearing?
And the problem is this is probably going to not work very well because it's not dry yet, but we're going to give it a shot. So I can just drop this on, and it kind of it soaks it up.
Don't do it yet. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It soaks up really nice.
I was saying just start another mini for a little bit.
No, see, it soaks up really nice. And it actually soaks in there really good. And then when that's done, I'll dry brush over that with like a light brown of some kind. Of course, I'm not going to paint the whole thing because it's getting late and I got to go to bed here pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm not going to finish this other mini. It's not like that last time I was on, or 2 times ago when I did 16 minis.
Yeah, your goons.
Yeah, it was so stupid, but I loved it. I loved every second of it. It was so stupid.
But yes, I think it's getting late. I'd say I'm pretty much done with this guy, but like I said, I am going to go through and put Agrax Earthshade on the base, and then I will dry brush the base.
At least finish that up.
I can't. I have to wait for the glue to dry.
Oh, gotcha.
So he's done for now.
All right, so what's the other dude? What's
the
the
other
other dude?
dude? Oh, let's hear it. It's a Kender. It's actually a halfling, but she plays a Kender, so that's the closest I could get. But even though it doesn't exactly look like a Hoopak, it's still pretty close. You know what a Kender is?
Yeah, it's a.
You read Dragonlance?
It's like an asshole halfling.
Pretty much. Yep, that's exactly what it is. So
is that the Blacklist minis too?
Yep, this is from Blacklist.
It's really a nice mini.
Yeah, it works okay. I'm excited about it. And then I was going to paint a gargoyle. He's going to be super easy. You just put free black wash on him. He's done.
Oh, you know what? You should. Oh no, there's only 5 minutes left before you should be stopping. I'd say you should just black wash that sucker real quick.
I'm not too worried about him. I'm probably not going to use him for a long time. So I'll deal with him when I have to use him. That's the deal. Boom, boom, boom. But anyway.
All right, so, Armando, I don't know if you're still here, but I'm serious. Next time I come on this thing, you're coming with me. Can you do
multiple people. I could have like a quintuplet of. I could do like a 16 people on here if you want to.
Well, I'd say then we should also get Bill, but I'd be embarrassed to paint with Bill. Yeah, Armando, you need to come on because you are the most passionate painter ever. So I feel like maybe this summer or spring, come back. We'll do some stuff.
Whiskey sounds good.
What whiskey? Someone said whiskey?
Armando decides whiskey sounds good.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong, Armando. You're not wrong. But no. Oh, I get it. He's saying he needs a lot of whiskey to come on. No.
There you go.
But next time I come on, you're coming with me, and you're gonna paint some stuff. You're gonna have some whiskey, and Bill's gonna be like, "Parents and Will, get out of there."
Quintuplet is a word. How many is that again? Oh, some number, 14, 15.
Well, that would be 5, and 5. I said that, and I should have said quartet. I meant 4.
4. But
I said quintuplet. So it's me, you, Armando, Bill, and we need a 5th now because I said quintuplet.
Sure. Who's the 5th? We'll get it. I don't know. We'll find somebody. Everybody will join me.
What a disaster.
It'd be out of control. But it'd be fun out of control. Just like everything else I do. Out of control. We're going to start
setting up the streaming like 4 hours early. So
be like, everybody jump on 2 hours early so I can figure it out. Heck, I had William on a half hour early. I still hit the button. He wasn't there. Super good.
Yeah, it's tragic. Anyhow, Barrett, thank you for letting me come on. I know you're a big deal. Best playthroughs in the business.
Out of control.
I believe I speak for everybody when I say, where is my damn KDM?
It's in my phone. I recorded it. I have all the video footage in my phone. I just have to edit it and put it on the channel. Sadly, I had a little bit of, I was doing this live streaming today. I had to do this painting stream today. I have a live stream on Wednesday with Colin. Maybe I'll get to it on Tuesday. It might come out on Thursday or Friday even.
Dude, I will come and hunt you down. Because I watched every single one of the previous campaign.
It's super fun.
All of them.
It's my longest running video series of all time.
Yeah, well, I feel like it inspired me to do my Kinfire Chronicles, which people aren't watching, but I'm gonna finish it on the channel.
Doesn't matter. You're having fun. That's all that matters. 17 hours of KDM needs to be edited down to 90 minutes of usable footage. That's about right. Actually, the funny thing is, I'm actually so disappointed in the fight that I just got done recording, but that's okay. It'll be fine.
Did you fight the Smog Sisters?
The Smog Singers. Yep.
Smog Singers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The new stuff is interesting.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love the character concepts. I love the way you can do the philosophy systems and makes you want to try to go out and do stuff and it makes you actually try to kill the higher level monsters because you want to get that CC.
The character boost, whatever it is.
Yes. Yeah. And you have the philosophy, so it's like, I want to make sure this person's attacking so that I can try to get the accuracy up so I can learn the new philosophy for that accuracy or the whatever. There's so many good things. All the new stuff they've thrown is really cool. I'm also, believe it or not, kind of slow playing this because I'm waiting for my board. They have that new board coming. I pledged for the big, huge acrylic board for it too. So it's ridiculous. It's like each one of these things you individually can pop in there into the board. From what I've seen, I've only seen a few pictures of it.
Oh, you can like put the terrain in.
I don't know. I have no idea. I just know that it's a board. It's like the actual Kingdom Death Monster board, but it's 3D.
When's that supposed to show up?
Actually, they had it. From what I understand, it's done. Like the idea of it is done. The concept of it and how to do it is done. I think it's just the process, the ability of being made and getting to the people. So it's actually. I'm actually thinking it's coming earlier than later. Meet me at the acrylic board. New channel name. Thanks, Dad.
So, I mean, other than the acrylic board, do you have everything you've pledged for now?
No, it's all coming individually. So like the Black Knight is next, and it's in the boats. It's getting on the boats, or it's soon to be on the boats, and it'll be shipping out. And then you can pay shipping to have it sent to you, or I think otherwise, if you don't want it all coming individually, you can wait and do like a big bulk shipment at some point. I'm not doing that. I'm doing individual shipping. I want to get those super cool.
Yeah. Are you going to be able to add the Black Knight to your campaign right now?
No.
So,
I think you probably could, but I don't know where he fits. He might, but it's also cool because he's got this whole concept of this upside down mountain, and some of the monsters that go with that are going to be part of that second campaign, where like one of the fights was with this Black Knight apparently is on top of something. I don't know. We'll have to see how this all transpires, but he hits you and he flings you against rubber material, and then if you get hit too many times and are sent flying too far, you could actually fly off the map and just be dead.
An upside down mountain.
Yeah, so the mountain's built like this, and you actually have you fight people that are.
It's a hole.
No, it goes up.
Oh,
so from ground level it goes up.
That just don't make no sense.
That's pretty much yes. That's a given. So we'll see. It always intrigues me what they come up with, and I'm interested to try it. And then I think part of that deal is that's like the frog dog is supposed to be like the bottom enemy of that, and then it kind of goes up. That Black Knight is one of the nemesis monsters, and there's like eventually you're fighting people hanging from a ceiling,
like climbing the mountain.
Yeah, the inverted mountain.
Well, I get it.
And I think near the top there's like these like people are actually like using they're lived up there the whole lives, but then the miniatures themselves are actually, if you have the miniature of it, it actually is an upside down character with like the pole being here, so it actually would almost be like the whole board is supposed to be inverted to make it look like you're hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really cool looking. I remember watching you paint the thing with 1,000 fingers. Does that Black Knight have many arms and legs chopped off like the Monty Python? That'd be awesome if you could do that. Yes, my Phoenix. Oh my gosh, my Phoenix is awesome. It's one of my pride and joys, is my Phoenix. And then they killed all my guys. I was like, I don't know if I want to fight that thing again. I killed all my guys.
That was a bummer. Like, what an anticlimactic end to that campaign.
What can you do? But next time I come back to it, I got a bonus the next time I play.
So next time you play that campaign, you get a bonus?
Yep.
Well, you need to start that over. So you don't need to wait for this acrylic board. Like you got I just heard 12 campaigns to do.
Yep, and I've got one back there, and I got this one, and I got that one, and I got this one, and I got that one, and I got 7 Citadel coming, and all this fun stuff. Which are so we keep on going here. I have too much fun talking to you, Will. So just out of curiosity, what do you, other than those 5 games behind you that you have to play so many times, what else you got coming up?
So I have a couple videos in the can. Like I got Dungeon Crusades in the can. That's going to come out sometime soon-ish. I have a game called Age of Rome coming out soon. But the next thing that I'm playing this is like the hotness in the Euro world right now. Galactic Cruise.
Never heard of it.
Well, you're clearly not a Euro guy. I mean, this is the hotness.
I played a Euro last night. I played Daybreak.
Get out of here with that nonsense.
That was a cooperative engine building, like Euro type game.
Yeah, I know what it is. That's not a heavy Euro. So
I didn't say heavy. I said it was.
Fair. This is the heavy Euro that everyone is excited about. So that's what I'm working on next. I have I got to do Voidfall. I got so much stuff I have to do. Summer's War. I really want to get back to my Madara, my Kinfire Chronicle. I just want to get a bunch of stuff recorded so I can spend some time with my beloved dungeon crawls.
Clearly, you're not a Euro guy. Newsflash. Yeah, tell me about it. I don't play too many Euros. So, I do actually have a Euro I'm planning to bring to the channel. I'm super excited. I think it's a Euro. It might not be a Euro. You have to tell me if it is or not. This is the one I've played this. I've played it halfway through part of a turn, and I'm super excited to actually bring this to the channel at some point. I did get a copy of Mr. President.
Oh, that's the one that's like 8 hours long, isn't it?
It's like 5 hours for one turn, and it's no joke. But I do like the fact that as I play it, I can kind of step away and then come back to it and come back and then go into it. But I'm debating if I want to do it on the channel because it's going to take up pretty much almost an entire month or more to do. So we'll see.
So I don't have that one. Though there is a Euro coming to your channel because Colin bought it. I actually offered to send him a copy if he was interested. And that's of my brother's game, Lunar Rush.
Oh yeah, he's planning. Yeah, he's got. I think he's in the process of doing it right now.
Yeah, which to me, and you know, he's my brother, so I don't have to be nice about it. I think is the best Euro that no one's talking about that came out last year.
Nice.
All right, but so anyhow, so it's coming to your channel. So because I reached out to Colin, I was like, "Are you interested in this?" And he said, "Yeah," and he just went and bought it. I was like, "Actually, no, we'll support." And he got the stuffy, the moon plushie.
He when he gets something, he's just like me. It's all in, all in. I need everything.
I asked him about it. He's like, my kids love the moon plushie.
Oh yeah.
Inside of this moon plushie, I don't have one. When they told me that's what they were doing, I was like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard of in my life. A moon, dude, the freaking moon as a plushie.
Why not?
It is cute as hell.
Nice.
Super cute, super cute. But it's actually the game I said you're gonna love is so my brother has 2 more games signed.
Okay.
One of them actually I think you'll enjoy. It's a quick, easy solo thing, but the other one is a little bit longer. I think would be in contention to be one of your games of the year.
Oh, that makes me pretty interested to try it.
Yeah, it's a boss battler. It's a space boss battler. So you know, space is not your favorite. That would knock it down a few levels.
I like space,
but it's
my most anticipated game of the year next year is a space game.
Really? What's that?
Rogue Angels.
That is fun. I did enjoy that when I had it. You think it's gonna show up this year?
It better. Come on, Emil. Let's go.
It's tough.
Emil's not here.
Well, I think my most anticipated, and I'm not convinced it's going to show up, is Iridia.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not convinced it's going to show up though.
Yeah, we shall see.
Yeah. Did you back that?
I think Colin did.
Okay, yeah,
we go back and forth. He'll back something, I'll back something. Like I've got all the new Nemesis stuff coming. He grabbed that one. I got something coming. He's got something.
Yeah, I backed Iridia at the stupid level with the pre-painted minis that you can like change the heads.
That's how you got to do it. All in.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I went for. I don't always do that, but yeah, I went for that one. So which either I'm gonna love it or I'm gonna freaking hate it.
That's how that's usually how a lot of games go sometimes. That's how it goes.
Like, you know, I get a lot of dungeon crawls. I'm like, okay, yeah, that was fine.
Dan says Primal is coming soon. I'm going to run out of paint on that one.
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
Colin backed that one.
I didn't get it, but it's a lot. Like, each one of those minis is like the size of that Tiamat you have.
Yes, it's ridiculous. The new boss battle I was looking into is Dante's Inferno, which I'm doing a live play with Derek and Steve. Derek from Kanji Studios and Steve from Co-op Guild. I think in a couple weeks. I'll have to look at it. But over on the Co-op Guild, I'm joining them.
Yeah, I chatted with Mike about it. He said it was fun.
Yeah, he said it's really good.
So I have to not watch any footage of it at all. So I won't buy it.
That's right. How it goes.
No. Yeah, I gotta not buy it anymore. I'm looking around the room like all the crap I have that I haven't played yet.
Yeah.
And It's a disaster. All right, you have to go to bed.
I do. Dan did say he played a demo of Dante Gen Con. He did like it, so that's good to hear. If Dan likes it, probably I'm going to like it.
All right, so Bear, I'm gonna send you my address to send over because I want to get a little popper. I'm so excited about it, and I'm
yep. And send me the address. I'll give it to Bill.
And I'm gonna need Bill's info because it. Oh, that's my other most anticipated is Wander Lecluck's Revenge.
That's right.
And it is officially my most anticipated if I am able to work out that deal to where my dog gets to become a barbarian hero with a gigantic yellow bone beating the crap out of people.
Love it. That'd be good stuff.
That's the best. All right, you need to go to bed.
I do.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, Will, you're welcome anytime. Anytime, man.
Love it. You just need to tell me. It gives me an excuse to paint. But no, next time I come, Armando, you're coming with me. Bill, you're coming on, and some third person because we said quintuplet.
Quintuplets. That's how it always works. Everybody needs a quintuplet. No.
Make Colin paint.
That would be something else. I might be able to do that.
Yeah. All right. Go to bed. Go to bed.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you, chat, for being here. It's awesome. William, as always, a fan of you. I love having you here. Love hearing from you. We could chat for hours. That's how much I enjoy talking. If you want to see anything from William, check out Hungry Gamer. I think I have the link to it in the description of the video. Otherwise,
I'm so angry if you don't.
If I don't, good luck getting it there. I'm so bad at that kind of stuff. So there you go. Thank you all for joining me at the table. Thank you all. It's amazing to see you. Armando, it's nice to have you in the chat. Dan, as always, Tim's here still to the end. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you all later.